rescue!
Number 15.
So Burger King has Shrek toys. I guess I really am having it my way. So I just came home from work, and I kind of have a ritual where I check my phone, and I check all these film websites now, like Discussing Film and Deadline. Ever since the Shrek 5 trailer was just seemingly shadow dropped, I've been, keeping up with all of the happenings regarding Shrek 5. But I looked through, and I'm like, okay, no news for the weekend. Finally, I can breathe for once. There's nothing Shrek-related happening today. No new news. But then I decided to pop onto one of my favorite accounts on the internet, Shrek History. Now, if you haven't given him a follow, you need to do so. Shrek History is doing the Lord's work with all sorts of archival information on the Shrek franchise. And I saw the Burger King promotion. It wasn't reported anywhere else. Sorry, Pop Crave Discussing Film. You guys have nothing on the true Shrek journalists at work here. So I wasn't even thinking to check Burger King yet for a Shrek promotion. And when I've been talking about Shrek toys, kids' meals come up a lot because Shrek has had a huge history of kids' meals. But a lot of people have said, oh, when Shrek 5 comes back, I can't wait for McDonald's to get Shrek again. And I'm like, I hate to break it to you, but it's going to be Burger King. It's not going to be McDonald's, because Burger King is the only company that's been doing DreamWorks promotions, and more importantly, the only company that's been doing really any promotions at all. McDonald's latest Happy Meals have all been kind of terrible. Like, they got Crash Bandicoot and just had all paper goods. They've been doing nothing but paper and plush toys and nothing real and tangible. And all these toys I have here are Burger King. And these are some of the recent ones, like the Kung Fu Panda 4 set from last year. I'm working on picking these up for a Kung Fu Panda video. Don't worry, it's happening. I just want to get it right and get all the figures. But they're really nice toys. They're very solid, and they're very similar to toys you would have gotten 10 or 15 years ago from McDonald's. I don't know what happened at McDonald's leadership, but they have committed to not including full plastic Happy Meals. Burger King got Transformers 1, and I mean, these figures are great. Not only are they the only ones making toys, but seemingly they're the only ones getting licenses. Poor Miguel fell down here, but I think it's important and also kind of fun that Burger King is back into DreamWorks, because that's where DreamWorks Kids Meals started, with the El Dorado Kids Meals back in the day. So Burger King and DreamWorks have always had a history. These guys, they're not going to stand without their golden bases, so I'm just going to lay them down if the visual is fine with you. But yeah, so when I saw this announcement on the Shrek History blog, I just saw the logo and my heart stopped. I'm like, yes, this is it. We're going to get proper figures. And then I looked at it longer, and I stared at it on my phone, and I'm like, oh, they're just plush. Now, I shouldn't be too sad, because it's a free promotion with food. I don't want to sound ungrateful, and it is something Shrek in present day and date, which itself is something worth celebrating. It's a DreamWorks promotion as a whole. It's not Shrek specific, but like half the toys are Shrek. Like there's like, I see Poe, Shrek, Puss in Boots, Poppy, Branch. So you have, Shrek is the huge majority of the line, with a couple of trolls and like one Kung Fu Panda. If we got a DreamWorks Smash Brothers game, this is how it would be. It'd be like, 60% Shrek, 20% Trolls, 10% Kung Fu Panda. But they're not figures. We're going to have to wait a little longer. I think that DreamWorks is like deliberately drip-feeding Shrek at this point. Like, they don't just want to release brand new Shrek figures, stateside, especially in the United States, because it would hinder toy sales. Like, who would buy the Shrek 5 toys when they come out if Burger King is giving you something, like this, a full plastic figure? I get it. It's just something to get Shrek back in the public eye. None of these toys are based off of the Shrek 5 teaser trailer, and none of them are based on the Puss in Boots movie. This is classic. This is a classic retro throwback toy line, which I think is really, really neat. It definitely hits my nostalgia buttons. Here I am laughing at them, like, why aren't they figures? And I'm still going to go to Burger King every day in the next few weeks trying to get all these toys. It's a worldwide promotion from what I gather. It seems to be available all over the place. So it sounds like everyone's going to have a shot over the next month or two to grab these, which is great. Now, it's funny because, well, I live in the USA. This is our first Shrek promotion in a while. But if you're a viewer watching from, say, Mexico, it's a different story. There's a really cool kids meal going on at Carl's Jr. in Mexico of DreamWorks. It's very similar to this one, where you have different DreamWorks IP thrown together in a single line, but they're really cool. Like, there's a Shrek full figure, and he's like one of those classic Power Ranger figures where his head flips inside his belly and then an angry head flips out. It's so cool. There's a Puss in Boots figure in this set of toys based off of the Trident, the animated short that's included with the Puss in Boots DVD. That's a deep cut. That means somebody that worked on that toy line is a real Shrek fan, and I like that. Sadly, though, I don't have easy access to Mexico, so I can't get these toys. You're not going to see them reviewed anytime soon, but you will see these exciting pillows. Maybe if I buy a whole bunch of them, I can take a nice long cat nap until Shrek 5 comes out. But stuff like this is just, little drip feed, just to remind the public that, yes, Shrek exists. Maybe a family that's never heard of Shrek in 10 years goes and gets their little nephew a Shrek pillow, and, the kid's like, who's this? And, maybe the parents or granddad, whoever's taken the kid in question, is like, I remember these movies. They were pretty good. And then he, shows it to him on Netflix. Point is, these toys are just meant to jostle the public memory of Shrek. Also interesting that these are dropping 1 week from the Shrek 5 teaser. Was this planned? Probably not, because it sounds like that Shrek 5 teaser was supposed to come out towards the end of the year, so that we don't have a 2-year gap of nothing happening until Shrek 5's release. But as it is, Shrek toys, Burger King. Soon. Go get them. Go eat Burger King. I'm not sponsored by Burger King, but I like Burger King. I know it's not the best food in the world, but I think it's pretty good. Okay, that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Shrek History for digging up that scoop. And let me know how much Burger King you'll be consuming over the next couple weeks. Have a happily ever after.